So in this chapter we're going to take a look at customizing Myriad, and you can customize it for your own particular login user ID and password. And so to do that you need to go to Tools, Customize Myriad. We're logged in as the guest user at the moment, and the settings will be just for that user. So then let's go down these boxes here. Myriad first of all, and in here we've got General. You have instant cart options to display the instant carts using enhanced mode. That's automatically ticked by default, and if you were to untick that, then it shows you more of the cart information and more details. But in enhanced mode it kind of makes for a cleaner display. The clock details, you can display today's date under the clock strip here. Again, is an option of your own. In the log display, so this is dealing just with the log window here, you can display whether or not you want to show the information panel. If you remove that, you also remove the seg edit, the miniature small seg edit panel. You can double the height of the selected highlighted log item, so that's where it goes, the double space, whichever one you're on. You can also display any pictures from the carts that you've assigned to them when you did the original edit. You can also tick that. You can change the way that the log display font, so perhaps you want it bigger or smaller. You can customize how it will look when it's normal or when you've actually highlighted it and it's got the cursor over it. Also, simple shapes, you can also do classic and advanced. That's for the red, green and the plus symbol for a sweeper. And you have an option here, switch back to following the log after 60 seconds of inactivity, and you can change that to be as many as you want. So that's the first menu here, Myriad. With the audio wall, you can make these carts wider. So you could type in 250. You could change the height if you wanted to. You can also change the font, the way that the fonts look, and also any of the other fonts. So you can just click on here, that changes those. And so we've just changed that to 250. If we click on OK, it will go ahead and do our changes for us. You can see now we've just got 3 carts wide on each page. So that's changed that. It might be quite useful if you've got some members or staff that aren't very good eyesight wise, so you can change those. Other options here. This is the personal cart range. Remember I told you about the home button in a previous chapter. Here you could set that so that that this user's home is from 3000, and so the home button, that's where that will go to. Initially display the last cart viewed, or you can initially display a specified cart. So that's on login. If you tick that, you can assign a cart number that it will automatically jump to on the audio wall as the user logs in. So there's those 2 options at the top here. Audio wall display options, you can allow carts to be copied or moved using drag or drop. You can also display the pictures on each cart as well. It would point up the picture of the artwork or whatever picture you've assigned with each particular cart. Instant cart options, restart playing instant carts if triggered again. We had a look at that one in an earlier chapter. So if you were to hit the number 1 a couple of times and it had a cart in it, it would just automatically requeue and start playing it again. Display pictures on each instant cart as well. Display pictures on each cart player. Options for when searching the audio wall, whether you want by default to be able to search the notes and the copyright. You have a couple of smooth edit options here. You can open the audio editing straight away, and you can also set the focus straight to the waveform if you want to as well. So you might want to untick that if you're just doing a lot of title and artist changing. You're not actually doing anything with the audio as such. And then ejecting and recording here, you have a couple of options as to what happens when you eject a cart. Whether when you hit eject it actually fades it, if you've hit eject using the keyboard or using the mouse, and how long it would take to fade it. And you've also got an option here, which is a very useful option, to only allow carts to be ejected from players when paused or queued. So that saves you from ejecting it when it's live on air. Down here, when recording new audio, whether to use level triggered recording. At the moment we've set that one to always use, and you can set the trigger threshold as to how loud the audio needs to get before it starts. You've got never use, ask first and always use. By default it's down as always use. And then appearance here, you can change the colors here of the tabs, also of the words here, and you can actually change the whole look and feel of Myriad as well. We've just changed that to a lovely strawberries and cream. Also have the option here, choose language and reset to defaults. If we OK that with the lovely strawberries and cream, that will change the whole look and feel of the Myriad screen for us. Doesn't it look beautiful? And so what we can do is we could log out and log in as someone else, and we'll just show you how that works. So we can go to File, Log Out. If that user has finished, that logs out, and we are asked to log in again. I've created another user here called Studio One. So if we log in as Studio One, you'll see that that goes back to the default settings. So we get our normal colours, our normal blue, and the normal size of the cart players. But if we go back in and log in as guest, then we should see our strawberries and cream come back. And there we go. We're going back to our strawberries and cream settings. So you can see how it follows the user around. And that's how each user can customize Myriad to their heart's desire.